Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bagged and Boarded with Pauly. So glad you guys decided to come back for episode number 14. Big episode number 14. And sorry I didn't get to the upload yesterday on New Comic Day. I was a little tired, and I had some stuff I had to take care of. But I'm here today. Just got off work, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys a lot of my pickups from yesterday, and also talking about some other back issues that I got from my local flea market and from my local comic book store. So, not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into some of the back issues that I was able to pick up. And if any of you guys have, if you guys know me personally, you know that Pauly is a sucker for number ones. And at my local flea market, I found Super Soldiers number one, Marvel Comics, and I believe that's Marvel Comics UK, which is actually really cool to find. And the reason why I found this was just because it looks like a really cool cover, and it also is starring the U.S. agent. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so Super Soldiers number one, I picked that up at my local flea market. Then I was able to pick up Punisher Warzone, the 64-page annual number one. I thought this one was pretty cool because it has the playing card still in it, still in the original packaging. I thought that was pretty cool. And then we have the Avengers, just a really interesting book here. Honestly, I'm not really sure what it is, but I know it's Avengers, and it's kind of like a choose your character type of a kind of deal. And I thought this one was really cool. It has a lot of the big name Marvel characters on there. It also has the Invisible Girl, which I thought was pretty clever. So that's the Avengers. And then we have X-Men 2099. I've been actually getting into a lot of the 2099s lately, like X-Men, Ghost Rider, Doom, Punisher, all those 2099s, Spider-Man 2099. So I found number 8 this week, and it was a really cool cover, so I decided to pick it up. And another really good one was Thor, the Thor Corpse number one of issue 1 of 4, and I thought that was pretty cool. I've never heard of this before, so I'm interested to see what this is all about. And then we had one of my favorites from the back issue hunt was the Marvel Holiday Special, 64-page holiday special. Thought this one was really cool. I love holiday specials, and this one is no different. Has some of my favorite heroes on there: Punisher, Colossus, Ghost Rider, have Spider-Man up on the top, Storm there, so yeah, overall this one was really cool. Glad I was able to pick this up for $1, and as you can see on the back, you have the Thing, Fantastic Four chasing after Santa Claus. So I thought that was pretty dope. And then next up, I'm just a big fan of Silver Surfer, and I was just trying to make what I had an even number to pay when I went to go check out at my flea market. So I found a Silver Surfer book. This one was pretty cool, The Living Bomb. Not really sure what it's all about, but I'm interested in digging a little deeper, because I love Silver Surfer. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. And this one I've actually been seeing a lot in my local comic book store, a lot of number ones of it, so I figured I may as well read it. It's called The Nam number 1, Marvel 25th Anniversary, and I love Vietnam movies, war movies, things like that, so I don't think that this comic is going to disappoint. It looks pretty cool. The artwork is very colorful, and I'm sure it's going to be great. And then moving in to another book is Excalibur number 1 by Marvel. Again, not really sure what it's all about. I believe that's Beast, or I'm not really sure who it is, but I'm not huge, not a lot of knowledge on the X-Men, I gotta say. I wish I had a little bit more, but I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Trust me, I've been reading a lot more. I'm into Old Man Logan, and I'm into X-23. I love Colossus, Deadpool, all those things. So I'm doing a little bit better than I used to, but I still have a lot of improvement in that regard. So Excalibur number 1, and then Excalibur number 14. And I mainly picked this one up because I thought the cover was super badass, with Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Hulk, and Medusa fighting against the Excalibur team, I guess you could say. So I thought that was a really neat cover. And then finally, for the last back issue that I picked up was Fear Itself, Book 1. And I'm not really sure what it is. It's a limited 7-issue series issued by Marvel. It looks fairly recent, but but it can't be too recent because there's an ad for a 2011 game on it. But still interested in reading it and seeing what it's all about. So yeah, Fear Itself #1. Where is it? Where's the #1? There it is, #1 of 7. So there you go. So those are all the back issues that I picked up. But a couple other, I would guess you could say, back issues that I picked up. So Marvel's doing this celebrating Kirby thing. If you don't know who it is, it's Jack Kirby, who was one of the biggest innovators in the comic book industry, along with Stan Lee. And this is I believe they're celebrating his 100th birthday, and they've been re-releasing a lot of landmark comics. And this week, I was able to pick up Iron Man, which was, I'm not really sure what it is, but it's just an old Iron Man comic where he's actually fighting Doctor Strange, which I thought was pretty funny. And I've been picking a lot of these up. So I have the Iron Man one this week, and then I also picked up Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I thought that one was super cool too. So, and it's funny that a lot of people don't know this. In the new movies, you'll hear Ant-Man referred to as Scott Lang, but in reality, the original Ant-Man was actually Hank Pym. Hank Pym's that older guy in that film who helps Scott with the Ant-Man costumes and whatnot, because he was the original Ant-Man in most of all of the original Marvel comics and whatnot. Scott Lang would not come on until later, but they decided to do the Scott Lang version because I believe the director grew up on that Ant-Man and wanted to use that one instead, and it ended up working out for the best, and I thought it was a really good move. And they still included Hank Pym in the film, and overall I thought it was a good decision. So that's pretty much all of the back issues that I picked up over the last couple of weeks at the flea market and my comic book store. So I'm going to actually start going into some of the new stuff that came out, and one of the biggest anticipated books for me was Mace Windu, Jedi of the Republic. If you don't know who Mace Windu is, you might be living under a rock, but Mace Windu is one of the coolest Jedi of the original Republic in the 3 prequel films, and overall, I loved Samuel Jackson as this character. He's one of my favorite Jedi, one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I was very upset to see what happens to him in Episode 3. Spoiler alert, I guess, but if you haven't seen it by now, I can't really have too much pity on you. I guess that sounds kind of rude because I know my girlfriend's going to be watching this and she hasn't seen it, so sorry, Lizzie. Didn't mean to be hurtful there, but and I technically didn't spoil what happens, but I guess it's kind of easy to say what happens to him. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Jedi ever, and I was so excited to see him get his own comic, and #1 came out this week, and I'm very hyped to read this book. So definitely go out and pick that one up. And then moving on to some other new stuff, we have Go Go Power Rangers. #2 came out this week. Like I said, I love the art on these, on the Power Rangers themselves. They got a new look, a little bit more of a modern look, and I really like that. Which kind of gives some, people who have never seen the show before a chance to relate to some of these characters and enjoy some of the art styles themselves as well. So yeah, Go Go Power Rangers #2 from Boom. Slowly slipping into the #2 spot on my favorite comic book company. And then going into #1 favorite comic book company is the Mighty Captain Marvel #8. So this is pretty much, again, the last book, I believe, that's going to be with Captain Marvel, linking it to the Secret Empire series. I actually have already read this, and it was very good, and it definitely does a good job of linking up the story from Captain Marvel to the Secret Empire, from them being trapped out in the on the Earth's planetary defense shield, and bringing her back onto Earth to help fight the good fight against Captain America. So Mighty Captain Marvel #8, highly recommend. And then finally, the big one, the comic book that we've all been waiting for, Secret Empire #10. The final issue of this 10-issue run of Secret Empire is out. The finale. We finally get to figure out what happens to all our heroes. From what it looks like on the cover, doesn't look good. I already read it, so I know what happens, so I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. But overall, this was an amazing 10-issue run series. I'm very excited to see what Marvel decides to do after this. The future of Marvel looks bright. Its characters are great, and overall, I'm just very excited. I hope you guys are reading this series, and if you haven't, you really should, because it's up there with Civil War 2. It's very good. And I also picked up a variant cover of Secret Empire number 10, and it actually has the 9 other variant covers of Secret Empire on it, and I thought this was really cool because I didn't buy all of these. I passed on a lot of them, like the Drax one, the Thor one, the Star-Lord one, the Cap one. I think I passed on Spider-Man. Of course, I got Captain Marvel's, but a lot of them I passed on, so this way I can enjoy all of them on one great cover. So I thought that was awesome, and I definitely wanted to pick it up. And that is about it with comic books. So I think we're going to throw in a little bit of a bonus thing. I actually was able to acquire a couple new pops recently. So we're going to run all over the basement, and we're going to show you some of the new stuff I just got. And heading on over. All right, so looking right at the first one. Very first one that I picked up was the Iron Fist, gold version of Iron Fist. I found this one at my local comic book store, and I wanted it because I don't have Iron Fist yet, and I wanted to complete that set. And I really like the gold one a little bit better than the original comic book version of Iron Fist. I thought this one was a little bit cooler and sleeker, so I decided to go with this one. So Iron Fist, the PX Previews exclusive. And then I was able to pick up the original Wolverine, Marvel Universe, number 5 Wolverine. I thought that one was pretty cool. I have Logan, but I did not have a Wolverine, so I definitely wanted to get him when I saw him at my local comic book store as well. And then I also picked up, gracious, what else is new? Oh yeah, Kitty Pryde, the New York Comic Con exclusive, 2016. I've been collecting a lot of X-Men, as you can see. Recently, I just got Magneto and Wolverine, as you can see, 2 very cool X-Men. I have Logan, X-23, and Colossus, and I also got Sabretooth, Quicksilver, and Kitty Pryde. You know, I really like Kitty Pryde in the new X-Men Gold series and X-Men Blue series, and I've liked her in the movies, and I think she's a really cool character. Like I said, I'm not huge on the X-Men, but like I said, I'm doing better. I like a lot of individual characters, like obviously I'm a pleb, and I like Colossus because of Deadpool now, and that's why I got him, but I really like him. He's really cool. And then X-23, obviously, from the all-new Wolverine. I've been reading that series. She's awesome. Logan, for obvious reasons, Old Man Logan and the movie Logan. You know, and Magneto, A-list Marvel villain. Could not pass on him. And then Wolverine. He's just Wolverine. So, and then I like Quicksilver because I liked him in the new Avengers movie, Age of Ultron. I was really pissed that he didn't get his own pop from Age of Ultron, but, you know, it is what it is. He did, gracious. Spoiler alert, Quicksilver dies in Age of Ultron, if you didn't already know that, but I'm sure, again, if you haven't seen Age of Ultron yet, can maybe living under a rock, but anyway, you know, and Sabretooth, I don't really know much about Sabretooth, but the pops at FYE were on sale. Buy 3, get the third one 75% off, so I found Sabretooth, and I was like, alright, well, he looks really cool, so I may as well snag him. And then Kitty Pryde, obviously, really like Kitty Pryde, so decided to go with her as well. And then the final pop that I just picked up, or didn't pick up, but actually got from Pop in a Box, is my Deadpool / Venom mix Funko Pop. This guy is really cool. I love this pop. It's up there in the top 5 of my favorite pops yet. So much so that I actually have 2. And this is the first pop that I've ever actually taken out of the box, so you can see him a little bit better with his rad-looking claw and his sword. And he's a bobblehead. How cute. So, yeah. So, overall, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this week. I can't thank you enough for supporting the show and, you know, just watching me do what I love, reading comics. And I'm, you know, I hope that all of you guys are reading comic books now and you guys are enjoying the awesome stories that comic books have to offer. And I don't want it to die out. I want everyone to enjoy comic books. Don't forget to support your local comic book store. Go out and buy some comics next Wednesday, or go out and buy some comic books right now. There's a lot of good new ones out. I just showed them to you. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fun time reading. Don't forget to bag and board your comics. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Peace.